The world changed forever the moment the first sirens of World War II wailed across cities. Yet it's in the photographs, frozen in time, that the true weight of that transformation still breathes. These images, once raw glimpses of fear, resolve, and unimaginable loss, now stand as mirrors reflecting how far humanity has come and how fragile peace remains. Each then carries the heartbeat of a world on fire. Each now is a reminder that history never disappears. It only settles into the soil beneath our feet. Picture a once silent Parisian avenue, then tanks rumbling over cobblestones as civilians press themselves against walls, watching the sky for the next wave. The air thick with uncertainty. Today, now, that same street pulses with life. Lovers holding hands, tourists taking photos, cafes spilling with laughter. The echoes of wartime footsteps linger, but they no longer dictate the rhythm. What was once terror is now freedom lived out loud. Imagine a small village in Poland. Then, entire families crammed behind barbed wire, their faces hollowed by cold and starvation. A single shutter click captured their anguish. A single photograph preserved their existence. Now, children in bright coats chase each other past memorial stones engraved with names once nearly lost. They run freely, unaware that the ground beneath their sneakers once carried dreams broken too soon. Hope, once exiled, has returned to that soil. Think of London, then, a skyline veiled in smoke as the Blitz thundered night after night. Families huddled in underground stations, clutching radios, praying their homes would still stand by morning. A camera once caught a woman emerging from rubble, dust swirling around her like a ghost of what used to be. Now, that same city glows with steel and glass, its skyline rising higher than the bombs ever reached. Where buildings once collapsed, towers now touch the clouds. Where fear once lived, ambition has taken root. Consider the beaches of Normandy, then chaos exploding in every direction. Soldiers stumbling through surf turned red. Medics dragging wounded bodies toward fragile safety. Cameras trembled in the hands of men who did not know if they would live another minute. Now, the sand is smooth, quiet. Waves whisper over the shoreline. Sunlight warms the cliffs where gunfire once cracked the air. Tourists stroll barefoot where liberation was bought with youth and courage. The sea remembers everything, even when people forget. Look at Hiroshima. Then, a single flash devouring a city, shadows burned into walls, silence louder than the blast itself. The photographs that survived feel almost impossible, buildings twisted like paper, streets erased. Now, cherry blossoms bloom over a peaceful city that rebuilt itself from ash. Children laugh where nothing once stood. A dome remains as a scar and a promise, never again. And think of the faces, oh, the faces, young soldiers staring into the lens with eyes far older than their years, nurses gripping blood-stained bandages, mothers clutching children, unsure whether the next moment would bring relief or ruin. These photographs are not just images, they are voices. They speak for the ones who returned and the ones who never did. Now, those same locations hold different faces, smiling, hopeful, unscarred by war, yet their lives are built on the sacrifices captured in those old frames. The power of these then and now moments lies not only in contrast, but in connection. The world you walk through each day was shaped by people who stood in the path of destruction and chose courage anyway. Every rebuilt bridge, every peaceful square, every open sky free of bombers is a quiet victory they handed to the future. These photographs remind us that history is not distant. It is alive. It is present. It breathes through every generation that dares to remember, and every generation determined to never repeat it.